Where do I even start? First off, thank you so much for the very kind, amazing birthday wishes. That's right, your girl turned 35 earlier this past week. I'm gonna say earlier this past week. I'm not sure when this is dropping, likely after the weekend. So I hope you had an amazing start to your weekend. I promise you I did with my birthday. It was chill, it was relaxing, it was spent with friends and family, and that's all I can ever wish and hope for. So thank you again so much. As stated, I will try to get a video up at some point just around like, hey, the gifts that I received for my birthday, and then do a longer video in terms of 2 pairs. Well, you know what? I'll determine if you guys will maybe determine if you even want a video for 1 pair. I will certainly do one for the actual gifted sneaker. So shout out to mom because she is amazing and always the real MVP. But happening right now, we know one of the biggest drops of the year, the Air Jordan 3 Retro Black Cement, finally released on its official release date of November 23rd. So one, comment below if you went for that, but there's just so much discourse. We had already discussed that in a previous video in relation to the elephant print on the actual sneaker itself, but the discourse didn't stop there leading up to the actual release. It was surrounding the leather and the height of the tongue and how do these look, and I've definitely seen people say that they felt more flimsy, or even the appearance of them looking more flimsy if you were comparing it to the Air Jordan 3 Black Cement from 2018. And I have it. You know what? I'll just go ahead and grab it. Let's just grab it. Right now, I'm sure someone's going to say, oh, hey, that's a grade school pair. Newsflash, they made them still similar to the men's pairs as they did the current 2024 pairs. So there's certainly a difference. Now, I think, again, recency bias does play a point. And also, when you are so used to seeing something one specific way, that becomes, in your mind, what you think something should actually look like. That's just reality. So if you've constantly and only seen a 2018 pair, if you've only seen the tumbled leather, if you've only seen the super dark elephant print, then yes, that's what you're going to associate with an Air Jordan 3, certainly a Black Cement. That just is what it is. That's no fault of anyone's, just how our minds work. And when you look at every other Jordan 3 also that drops, they don't tend to have a lighter elephant print. Like, look at the other color variations that drop. It's usually a white base, and the only colors that they choose to change are very minimal, and they're usually around the mudguard and some accents on the tongue and maybe on the eyelets, and that's really it. Everything else stays just a white base with gray and black elephant print, and that's it. You've come to know that. So if it is different, I'm just going to say, okay, don't jump down anyone's throat because it's different and it's a little off-putting and it's a little jarring to them. Also, it is their subjective opinion if they do not like the iteration for the 2024. If they don't like the 2024 pair as much as they love the 2018 pair, I don't care that it's so close to the OG. That's fine. It's okay. It's fashion. It's preference. Why do you all act this way? Why? Like, you go and tell someone their opinion on something that they spent their money on and they're gonna wear and they own that it's wrong. I never know where we go from here in footwear because this is what doesn't make sense. The math is never mathing here for me. It's not. But I encourage everyone, please just remain true to whatever it is that you are feeling, okay? Like, I understand bullying can be a bad thing. Now, some of you need to be bullied into having some shame. You really do, because some of you don't have shame, and it is actually just quite bad. You love being loud and wrong on the internet every single day. Pick a struggle. But don't let someone bully you into having this belief that the 2024 pair is better if you don't believe that the 2024 pair is better. If you think the 2018 is better, then by all means, you know what, if you just want to stick with that, fine. And you could have someone still think 2018, I prefer it better, whether it's the tongue, the thickness, the comfort, the cushion, whatever. Mind you, this is not going to be really as comfortable as a ton of other models that you could have, and I'm talking outside of Jordan Brand, but they could still prefer this and still buy the 2024 pair, and that's okay. It's fine, but you guys are just doing just too much, the most. I really hope, like, it's all settled down. But I don't think that's what's really going to happen, right? Let's say if I drop this video on Sunday, I don't see it calming down. I just don't. People are going to drag it. People are going to carry on with it. You already know there's going to be a should you hold or should you sell. I don't know. Just enjoy the pairs. That's just where I am, right? Just enjoy the shoes, really. Enjoy the shoes. I know there was a whole lot of drama in relation to, was the Air Jordan 11 Legend Blue supposed to drop? Also, why are we still asking the question, like, are these sitting? Like, are they going to sit? Are you still not reading the room? This close to the holiday, and people also just bought a black cement 3 more than likely. Yes, that shoe very well may sit. Now, to keep this on a lighter note, I do think it's interesting that people will think of, hey, should this have dropped in a warmer month, right? You think lighter tones, lighter shades in summer or in spring. So should the shoe have dropped then because of its predominantly all white upper and just the icy blue soles? The thing about that, though, this doesn't apply to everyone, but I think it applies to enough people. How many of you don't immediately rush to wear a sneaker because everyone else has rushed to wear that sneaker? A lot of you have stated in the comment section of my videos and elsewhere that you will wait maybe 3 months, 6 months, let people really run their pairs into the ground, and then you'll go ahead and break it out. So by that theory, it doesn't matter that this shoe is dropping in December because a lot of you are going to wait until probably, I don't know, May, June to break it out. So it doesn't matter if it drops now or it dropped in the summer. For a lot of you, it'll still sit in the box. Depending on the climate you live in and how bad the weather is out, you'll certainly end up letting it sit in the box. So I'm not sure that dropping the colorways in very specific seasons even matters for a lot of people when you want to wait because you don't want to be seen, you know, looking like, I don't know, an NPC and everyone is wearing the exact same thing. Just my thought. That just ran through my mind. So go ahead, comment below your thoughts. Do you think it even matters for the seasons and which brands will drop colorways, especially if people don't rush out to wear them? That just ran through my mind. And listen, it's been a whole lot. I am technically filming this on Friday, and you guys already know everyone was distracted because new Kendrick dropped without a notice, without a smoke signal, just nothing. She just decided to drop. So you can go ahead and drop your favorite track in the comments. I have a feeling I know a lot of you are going to list. I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm going to guess for a lot of you, because I've been hearing this on, people were commenting on Twitter, Squabble Up and Luther. I think those were the ones that really got people. And Reincarnated and then Heart Part 6. So go ahead, comment below. Just, this was to see everyone locked in, it really did take me back to the summer where so many of us were also just like waiting for the next track. That was during the diss, and that's not actively what this is, but I can't lie and say it's not fun to be able to see Kendrick have an album come out, because also as a Warriors fan, every time that Kendrick has dropped, we won. And we're also doing quite well in the West right now. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not the only one to throw that out there. I'm just throwing that out there. But to end this off real fast, let's just take a look at what it really is in sneakers right now. Let's just roll the footage.
Ah! Oh, my bad. It's just some New Balances.
I know you ain't with New Balances.
Who told you could go in my grandpa's closet?
Take them Payless shoes off, bro.
If you don't get you some Jordans and throw them shoes in the trash,
You not coming outside with us like that, gang.
those shoes go so crazy, bro.
For real, dad shoes are so wavy.
I don't understand how anyone ever made fun of these.
I bet they're mad comfortable too.
These are way better than Jordans.
Let me borrow them for a day, please. I'll give it back.
It's a question mark on them New Balances, gang. I'm not gonna lie.
They're cool, but they ain't as hard as they
bro.
used
We
to
on
be.
Asics now. Switch your dad's
Catch
shoes
up with the
up.
times, bro. That was like 2
Like,
years
you
ago.
can still rock them, but they not heat. You feel me?
This is where we are right now, where people had so much to say if you were into a brand or models that they were not. Let's just take a New Balance 990, for example. And then, sure, it became the hot thing mainstream beyond, let's be very fair, DMV was already wearing them and they will always wear them, so I'm not even talking about them, okay? Then it became the mainstream thing, so everybody and their mom is wearing it, right? Models, to granddads, to everybody, doesn't matter. Everyone's wearing a New Balance. And now, because a trend may be, for some, to be on Asics or Saucony, and I'm not saying the trend is bad, because I love the fact that people will broaden their horizons and maybe they will open up and expand to a different model, a different brand that they hadn't tried before. And then they really fall in love with it. And they choose to stick with that beyond the trend and beyond whatever the fad is. This is why you don't chase the trends, but if you really would like to try it out on your own. Please don't try it out based on the fair weather opinions that you can get, like, coming in and from all directions on social media. You will have people that judge before. You'll have people that say, oh, they support you in the moment because you are now aligning with whatever their interests are. For at any point, at any time, if you no longer are aligning with their interests, I promise you, it's done. It's cut off. It's cut off. They're not all about you anymore. They're not all about your style. They're going to have a whole lot to say, a lot of criticism. you cannot then sit there and decide to not wear what you absolutely love and feels true to your style because other people aren't just rocking with it anymore. But that's where we are. Please don't fall into that trap, okay? Especially heading into this holiday season. Like, we get it. You're going to see so many things and you may feel obligated to get them. You just need to, you need to stay within your own income, okay? I understand you're scrolling social media. You don't know these people's income. They could be 2-3 tax brackets above you, spending the way that they do. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up spending money that you really don't have to spend. And that's like running up a credit card. That's not really yours to run up if you can't just pay the bill in full. Credit card interest is ridiculous, and it is also one of the most asinine things. Please do not get yourself roped into it, all right? Whatever at all. Let's just not do it. So, yeah, heading into this Thanksgiving holiday, if I don't have another video up before then, please just remember to practice gratitude. Like, before you rush to say the things that I need and this is a must-have, look around and be grateful for the things that you actually have. Because I think all too often, like, we forget because we are in very privileged and blessed places to be able to go after wants that are $100, $150, $200, $220 and more on a very consistent basis. We stop to forget that we don't stop to actually think about there are people just hoping to eat an actual meal this holiday. There are people that are hoping to just have the basics that they need to get through this upcoming colder fall and winter season. So while you are complaining about the needs and what you don't have, even though you have more than you could ever actually need, I know you do. Let's just be mindful of that. Let's just practice a little bit more gratitude every single day. I promise you it will do wonders for your life. And that is that's partly where a lot of my contentment comes from, and not even wanting and chasing and feeling the need to just accumulate a whole bunch of stuff anymore. That doesn't mean that I don't buy things that I want, but I'm just much more conscientious of what I am buying, and I'm just trying to do better, and hopefully you are too. So with that being said, go ahead and drop if you secured your W. I really hope you did if you were going after this pair. If you needed inspiration on how to style, then you know that video is already up and posted. And also, yeah, listen, I myself personally will not be going for the Fear of God Essentials WNBA or NBA drops. But if you were curious to what they look like, go ahead and check them out. Again, I will not be going for it, but I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.